Welcome to Mimi's Math channel. Today I'm going to demonstrate how to use your TI-84 Plus CE calculator to work with matrices. So for my first example, I'm going to show you how to enter dimensions and elements of a matrix. Okay, so the first thing you want to do is you want to go to second, and then your inverse of x, right above it in blue, it says matrix. And I've already put some in just for the sake of time for other things, but let's go ahead and edit by scrolling over on the right key. And I'm just gonna go down to E, but you can choose any matrix letter that you would like to. And once I go there, hit enter, it's gonna ask me for the dimensions. Let's just go ahead and do something like, I don't know, 4 and 1. No, 4 and 2. So enter, and then 2, enter. So each time you want to hit enter. And now you can proceed to put your numbers in. So 3, enter. Negative, make sure you're using this sign and not the subtraction sign. So the negative that's next to your decimal. So -2, enter 5, enter 6. Just keep hitting enter until you're finished. And now to go back to the screen we were originally at, just go to second, and again, your inverse of x. And now that you'll see that it is shown there for number 5. Now let's say, for example 2, what we wanted to do is we wanted to perform operations of matrices. Well, you have to know the rules. So for addition and subtraction, your dimensions have to be exactly the same. For multiplication, the column of your first matrix has to be the same as the row of your second matrix. So let's start with addition and subtraction first. I'm going to choose matrix A. It's already highlighted, so all I have to do is hit enter. I'm sorry, go out to second, quit. That's what I want to do. Go to second, and then go to your x inverse, choose number 1. And now I'm just going to tell it to add, and I want to go to one that has the same dimensions. So I know I'm going back to second, x to the the inverse of x. And I'm going to arrow down to 2 and select that one. So it says A plus B. There's my answer. Now what I can do is I can just arrow back up and highlight, hit enter. And now if I wanted to change that to subtraction, I can just arrow over. This time I'm using the minus sign. I'm not using that negative sign in parentheses. And then I hit enter. Well, let's say I wanted to multiply using a scalar. So I'm going to enter again once I highlight it. And if I wanted to go in front of here, I'm going to have to insert a space. So inserting a space is in blue above delete. So I have to access it by clicking second, insert, and let's just say I'm going to use 2. And enter. Let's say I wanted to do something with B. I can enter again once I highlight it. And I'm going to press second, insert, and let's put a 3 there. Let's say we wanted to get rid of that and just multiply matrix A and B. So what I would do now is I would literally just hit the DEL, which is delete, and do the same in front of my matrix A, and now hit enter. And I meant to actually hit multiplication. Sorry about that. So I'm going to enter that, and I'm going to change this over to multiplication. That's what I meant to do. And that is what it would look like. So that is how you use your operations, including like your scalar and things of that nature. So that was example 2. So example 3, we're going to find the determinant of a 2x2 as well as a 3x3 matrix. All right, so we're going to clear this out and go to second, matrix. And for the 2x2, we want the determinant. So we're going to arrow over to math, enter. Which determinant do we want? So we have to go back, second, matrix, and just choose the one that you want. I'm going to choose B. Once I choose B, I can either hit enter or parentheses here, enter, and it tells me that it's going to be negative 51. So let's go and do the same for a 3 by 3. Second matrix, go over to math. Number 1 is what I want to select. That's my determinant. And then it's asking me which matrix do I want to use. So second, and I want to hit matrix again. And this time I'm going to go to C, enter. And that one was 50. So we're finished with that one. Now the last thing that we're going to do is we're going to find the inverse of a 2 by 2 and a 3 by 3 matrices. Now for my class, the only time I'm going to allow you to use the graphing calculator is for your inverse of a 3 by 3 matrix. Everything else you will need to demonstrate by hand how to do. The 3 by 3 inverse is a little bit tedious, so you may run out of time on the test. That's the only reason. All right, so here we go. Second matrix, and then we're trying to find the inverse. We're going to go down to, let's do 2 by 2 first. So we'll do A, enter. And so instead of hitting second again, where it says matrix, just go ahead and hit that inverse of X, and that notation will pop up, and then you can just hit enter. But guess what? It's showing decimals. We don't want decimals. So we want to change this to fractions by clicking the math button. It's already selected at fraction, so just hit enter 2 times. Enter, enter. And that gives you your answer for the inverse of a 2 by 2. If we wanted an inverse of a 3 by 3, which is the one that I will accept you using a calculator for, you go back to second matrix, and then you're going to select number 3 in this case, which is C, and hit the inverse of X, enter. Again, you see that it's decimal, so go ahead and hit math, enter, enter. And that is your answer for the inverse of a 3 by 3. And you also will need to show me, this is just my student, sorry, you're going to have to show me if this is actually true by showing me the identity, that it matches the identity matrix. All right, end of the video, thumbs up, like and subscribe. Have an awesome day.